Hi everyone, Megan Rapinoe here. This is my edit. I love dressing up and picking out different outfits. Sometimes it's a hurricane, sometimes it's very plain, sometimes it's kind of wild. Yeah, I just sort of wear what I like. I try to draw style inspiration from anywhere, really. It's fun for me, so I kind of take it as like a fun activity, a hobby. Yeah, I think when you're comfortable in what you're wearing, in your own skin, in who you are, then sexy can be coming through you. Again, the fact that I feel comfortable in it. Pieces are sort of interchangeable. I can wear them dressed up, dressed down, but ultimately, even if you're just wearing them on their own, they're comfortable. It's something you can move in, you feel like free in it. People should never wear something they don't like or they don't feel comfortable in.
Much, much, much later.
Screw you! You're fired!
Oh, yes. She was fired. You know, I am kind of curious as to why they hired her in the first place. I mean, I kind of get it from a DEI standpoint because they want to, score points with people like BlackRock and Vanguard and whatnot. And there's a reason why DEI must die.
Well, behaviors are going to have to change, and this is one thing we're asking companies. You have to force behaviors, and at BlackRock we are forcing behaviors. 54% of the incoming class are women. We added 4 more points in terms of diverse employment this year. And what we're doing internally is if you don't achieve these levels of impact, your compensation could be impacted, okay?
For Victoria's Secret to think that someone like Megan Rapinoe would attract customers, to think that women would find her appealing enough for them to go to Victoria's Secret stores or online and buy lingerie and buy 90s and what have you, to think that men would look at Megan Rapinoe, be attracted to her, and say to themselves, you know what, my woman would look good in that lingerie. No. They thought this would be appealing to us.
Okay, so I'm not your typical 10, so like what looks like everything to you? Like what is the vibe?
Not everything, but it plays a big part.
For sure. Well, with that being said, you can take your blindfold off.
Oh, fuck no, Jesus Christ.
Kudos to that man for just walking away. I mean, there's no reason to further engage with that wildebeest, okay? You're a different species. Just walk away. It's like something the brain just triggered and just said, just retreat. Just go. Reject, go. Kudos to that young man. And, this is what they want to put on us as if it looks good. Not just that, not just Megan Rapinoe, but countless other examples of what, I don't know, is BlackRock? I don't know what it is. Countless other examples of them trying to convince us what is beautiful and what is not. Okay, they say beauty's on the eye of the beholder. Okay, maybe, but there's a clear distinction on what's hot and what's busted. Okay, that wildebeest you saw sitting on that couch, that was busted. I don't know what it was, but women like Tyra Banks, Heidi Klum, Letitia Costa, you name it. Beautiful runway models, not IG models, runway models. Okay, beautiful women. And now we're supposed to take in what they put on Cosmo. We're supposed to take in what they put on Calvin Klein. We're supposed to accept all that as if it's normal. They want us to reject what you're seeing right here. How? Why? Are you kidding me? There's no way. And even, I mean, maybe there's some simps out there they're just desperate, but I would say, look, you gotta work on yourself, okay? Fitness, health, social network, faith, all those things. Work on those things, okay? Before you dip in the pool of dating. But this is what they're trying to push down our throats. It's just a natural reflex. Just reject. Now, the whole thing really started around 2020. I believe when they Victoria's Secret hired Amy Hauk. Now, I don't understand why they hired her. This is kind of like the Bud Light situation where you hire someone who doesn't understand the product, doesn't understand the base, yet they think that they can just change things up and think they can attract new people while retaining their base. Now, of course, as you can see here, she eventually stepped down, of course, of woke controversies. Well, it's really because of things that people didn't want. Okay, it didn't sell. Obviously, the power of the dollar. Victoria's Secret CEO Amy Hauk exits amid woke controversies. Amy Hauk has been at the helm of Victoria's Secret's brand since summer of 2022. And I'll read the article as you enjoy the view. January 6, 2023. Victoria's Secret brand CEO Amy Hauk announced that she will be leaving the lingerie giant after a brief stint at the company. Amy Hauk will be stepping down as CEO of Victoria's Secret and Fink in order to spend more time with her family in Florida, the company said in a statement to Fox News Digital. Right, that's why. The once loved brand has had a tumultuous few years with an attempted rebranding that implemented woke policies like removing the iconic Angels models as well as the yearly fashion show. You're telling me they ditched this? In 2020, Victoria's Secret announced that it would permanently close around 250 stores in the US and Canada after considerable profit loss. And their harebrained scheme was to ditch the Angels models, to ditch the fashion show, and to hire people like Reagan Rapinoe. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. I mean, look at them. Look at them. You're telling me that they ditched this? Look at these women. These are baddies. These are baddies. All men want them. All women aspire to look like them. Are you kidding me? Look at these hotties. Bad. Then they went this route. The body positivity image. Upper left-hand corner here. You have a woman who's pregnant. Now, I'm not against pregnancy, obviously. I mean, pregnancy to me is a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. But unless you're selling clothing that is for pregnant women, which is out there, obviously, why are you advertising a pregnant woman for your lingerie? I mean, why? What is this? What's going on here? Now, this woman in the center here, when it comes to the women I just showed you, is it comparable? Is it really comparable? Some of you might think, oh, she's thick. Some of you might like her. You know, she's cool with her. To me, I think women like Ashley Graham are still fine. She's a good-looking woman. You know, she's not as thin as those other ladies I showed you, but she's still an attractive woman to me. You know, but in terms of the standard for Victoria's Secret, Ashley Graham really is voluptuous, actually. But this body positivity movement, oh no, this is what's gone. This is what's the problem with this brand and other brands as well. But then you see this happen. Not too long ago, a few days ago, Victoria's Secret ditches prioritize wokeness over sexiness after sales drop. So not only were things bad for Victoria's Secret around the time Amy Hauk was hired and then eventually, well, fired really, but she walked out according to them. Things were bad then. It got worse. And so now they're saying, you know what, forget the whole wokeness stuff. We're going to bring sexiness back. Obviously, because sex sells. Men like to see women in a certain way. Women aspire to look like that. Okay, women like those type of things. It just depends on the delivery. Go to their audience and find out what's going on. Why aren't people buying as much? You know, they have to just think about it. There's probably competition out there that's hurting the brand. There's Fredericks of Hollywood. I think they're still around. Maybe they're not. I don't know. But there are other lingerie outlets, other sexy outlets out there that offer clothing to women, and they're moving away from Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret is more of a brand these days, you know, than the wear, you know. So for them to ditch their flagship runway show, like the Angels runway and all that stuff, It's like, what are you doing? What's what's going on here? But it got to the point where they're now dropping wokeness. But will it work? Will it work? Lingerie chain Victoria's Secret is reportedly ditching its woke feminist makeover over recent years, as it hasn't translated to business success. Since the brand decided to move away from its hyper-sexualized image, as businessofashion.com described it in a recent article, Victoria's Secret has seen a significant revenue drop. As such, it has looked to revamp itself and bring back sexiness, the outlet noted in a piece that was also published by editorial partner CNN on Tuesday. Kathleen Chen reported that the brand's effort to promote inclusivity, DEI, must die, which included making LGBTQ plus XYZ blah 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 pro women's soccer player and outspoken leftist Megan Rapinoe, as well as a transgender woman, which is really a man. There's no such thing as a transgender woman, by the way. Doesn't exist. Brand spokesmodels, and getting rid of its famous angel supermodels gained favorable reviews from online critics, but never translated into sales. I bet you those favorable reviews are from paid shills who are getting money, these lefty outlets, people who don't buy the product, people who aren't even attractive, even wearing the product, because they have to show their actual body, probably fat, disgusting hogs, and they're saying that that's good, favorable. Are you kidding me? Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Get out of here. You're not tricking me here. Not tricking this audience. According to the numbers, the lingerie brand's projected revenue for 2023 is $6.2 billion, which is 5% lower than it was last year, and even lower than 2020, when the brand's revenue was $7.5 billion. The drop in Victoria's Secret sales also followed the company's move to make its board of directors mostly female. You know, maybe you should hire men who are actually attracted to women too, to get an idea of what men like to see, and then, you know what? Maybe because men, yes, women are more consumer than men, but men bring in the bread, okay? So if men say, hey, honey, I saw that looked good on you, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But to have a board of directors all female, yes, it's good to have a female perspective, of course. I mean, it's a women's line, but getting a male's input is also important here. In 2021, Rapinoe called out what the brand had been before the revamp, claiming it had sent out a really harmful message that was patriarchal, sexist, viewing not just what it meant to be sexy, but what the clothes were trying to accomplish through a male lens and through what men desired. Duh! This woman, everything she touches, she ruins. She ruins. But people are hiring her. It's not like she just came in and said, give me the job. People are hiring her, so Victoria's Secret is to blame here. And it was very much marked towards younger women. The U.S. women's soccer star, not really, added at the time. In the fashion outlet, Chen noted that the lingerie company's attempt to stop the financial drain body positive marketing was causing was to bring back its runway show format and blend the sexiness the brand had becomes famous for with some of its more inclusive initiative. So that's the thing. Again, I'm telling you, you got to choose. You can't, it's like the Bud Light situation. You can't bring in something that's completely devoid of what built your brand and expect your base audience to stick around. Simple as that. Simple marketing 101. And these people get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to make these decisions. She described the Victoria's Secret, the Tour 2023, as a display that fell somewhere in between the personification of male lust of the brand's aughts era heyday and the inclusion utopia promoted by its many disruptors. Victoria's Secret and Pink brand president Greg Unis summed up the new direction for the company, reportedly telling investors, sexiness can be inclusive. He explained that sexiness can celebrate the diverse experiences of our customers, and that's what we're focused on. In other words, we were wrong, and We can't just ditch the word inclusive, but we're just going to bring in sexy and act like that's what is part of inclusivity, even though that's really inclusivity is what's killing us. But we just have to say it anyway, but we're bringing back sexiness. I mean, that's what he's basically saying. Come on. I mean, look at these women. You're telling me that they ditched this? Look at this. Look at these women. Look at this. So they have to bring this back because not doing so will continue to bleed the company. Obviously. I mean, come on. Look at these women. Look how beautiful these women are. This is what women aspire to look like and what men want. Let's be honest. Okay? Common biology. We have eyes. Okay? It's what men want and what women aspire to be. Simple as that. And they're bringing them back. Absolutely. Well, I do hope that this brand improves. It's one of those staple brands that people around the world knows. They just have to get their act together. Management has to get smart and do what's needed to be done to build their base. Not bring in all these inclusivity, blah, 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 positivity, whatever, to people who will never buy the product, who don't care about being sexy, being attractive, to women who just, I don't know, walk outside out of shape, don't shave the armpits, don't put any makeup on, don't do their hair. Those type of women who are yelling the most. Okay? Those are the type of women that I believe don't even buy the product. So instead of Victoria's Secret executives catering to them, cater to the women who want to be sexy. Cater to women who want to be in shape. Cater to women who want to improve their look. There's a fantasy. There's a fantasy of what men and women want. And Victoria's Secret sells a fantasy. Okay? And it sells. People want it. It's desired still to this day. But they just have to figure out how to pull in better business, more business, without sacrificing what built them up in the first place. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sure you enjoyed watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified of future videos. Until next one, take care.